What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. Thank you guys so much for the amazing feedback that the fly is always here. Thank you guys so much for the amazing feedback that you guys have been giving me. Thank you so much for watching my videos. It means a lot. And let's just jump right in, right? Let's see what the energy is. Oh. We have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Right? And that is something that we should all be doing, right? We should all be working, right, towards our imagination, right? Every day that we wake up, right, we should be doing what we've always imagined to do, right? Because when you think like this, right, that's you listening to your inner child. And what I always say, as long as you're listening to your inner child, right? Do you guys hear the beautiful birds sing? As long as you're listening to your inner child, right? That's how you know that you're following your true passion. Because what we wanted to be as children, right? That's most of the time, right? That's what we want to be as an adult. But what happens, right? We go through life. Traumatic events happen in our life that hurt our inner child, right? People telling you, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. But when you heal those childhood wounds, right, you're able to go within and be like, I am an adult, right? But I could be realistic too, and I can still do this thing that makes me happy, regardless of other projections that other people may set on you. And when you imagine, right, when you daydream about the life that you want, you're able to manifest that. And that's how people manifest things, because they imagine something that they want, right? And when you imagine something that you want, that's in the 4D, right? So what do? When you keep thinking about it and when you work towards it, you bring it down to the 3D, and there you go, it's manifested. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Yes, that is what I always say, right? When you use your intuition, right, that's your higher self speaking. That's all I needed to say. That's your higher self speaking. But what happens, right? You go through life, right? And like I always say, traumatic events. Feel the wind. Traumatic events, right? Shadow aspects of yourself. Traumatic events, shadow aspects of yourself, right? Other people's input of what you should and you should not do with your life get in the way of that, right? And that's when you come undecided. Oh, it literally flipped my card. And that's when you come, and that's when you become undecided, because you're letting other people's energies. And what I always say, your words are like magic to people, right? You call someone ugly, right? And you should never do that, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? For whatever reason, right, someone calls somebody else ugly, right? And the person that they called that, right, may not believe that they're ugly. But when you told that person that, it's like, if there was any doubt in their mind about how they looked, right, you already put like a spell on them, because then that person is like, no, I'm not ugly, but dang, that person called me ugly. And that's already in their head, right? So people could do that with your life decisions in life. And that will make you undecided about things, undecided about steps that you should take in life. And how do you trespass that, right? By listening to your intuition, right? When you quiet your mind and you listen to your heart's desire, and you listen to your soul speaking. That's your intuition, right? And your intuition, right, is always trying to follow what you imagine, right? Your intuition is trying to take you to your soul's highest potential so you can reach your life purpose. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, right? And it is not until you had something, right, that was very valuable to you, right, and all of a sudden you don't have it no more. And you're like, dang, I wish I still did this. Dang, I wish I was still hanging out with this person because this person made me feel amazing. And that goes with all aspects in life, right? And what takes you to grief, right? What takes you to missing that person, right? Your indecision, because you were listening to everyone else, to everyone else but that person. And all that could be avoided, right, when you listen to your intuition, right? A lot of the times we manifest things in life, right? We manifest the person that we've always wanted. And then we have that person there, and you feel, right, the connection, you feel it. But then what do you do when you manifest something, right? You have to be able to keep that manifestation in, right? You have to keep being grateful for it. If not, you lose it. And that's when grief comes in, right? So stop listening to other people's opinions about your life, because a lot of people, right, need guidance in life. And that's completely fine, right? But people are not in a mental state to be giving advice to other people. That is why you should always be listening to your intuition. For example, right, if you're asking someone about whether or not, right, you should go for this person, or you should marry this person, or you should, first off, you should be looking, right, at whether or not that person is married. Second, you should be looking at their relationship, right? A lot of the times people are married and they're unhappy, right? And they're in their 50s and 60s. Also, a lot of the times people are in their 50s and 60s and they're still unawakened, right? They haven't healed wounds from their childhood. They haven't done the inner work. And yes, they are older, right? And they are adults. And we think they are balanced. We think they are there to give us the best advice. But a lot of the times, right, even if you're 50 or 60 years old, right, you still haven't healed wounds from the past, right? You haven't gone within, you haven't done the inner work. You've just been going through life, just living, right? And that is a lot. I mean, that there are a lot of people, right, in that age range that we may think that they're, you know, mature, that they've gone through everything in their life. And yes, they've gone through stuff, but they haven't learned. And that is why I say, when I say that now I'm 28 years old and I'm able to live freely, and I'm so grateful for everything that's happened in my life, because it's awakened me, right? It's given me knowledge and wisdom that a lot of people that are 56 years old should have, and they don't. And for that, I'm grateful, right? I'm grateful to be able to be here sharing my knowledge and wisdom with all of you guys. I was gonna end this. I don't know why I felt called to end it. No, let's get some oracle decks. we have wants you back. You hear that? Or it sounds like a crow to me. We have a drama starter, and we have in their head, overthinking, stressed out, overanalyzing, right? So someone here, right, who started all of this drama, right, is in their head, right, overthinking, stressed out, overanalyzing. And why are they in the head? Because of everything that they've done to you, to me, to others that they've involved in this drama, right? Could not be making this up, right? In this drama, all for money, right? Telling you a dream, how they want this beautiful life. But all they wanted was money, fake flexing. And the whole time, they've been fake flexing, right? They've been acting rich, right? Flossing what they don't have. Money that they've stolen. Money that they've stolen. Right? Acts fancy and shows it off. But those are the drama starters, right? And now they're in their head. Because they want you back. But you should be wise enough, right? I think I've given people here enough wisdom, right, to not go back into karmic cycles, because all that would just cause you to be in the same cycle, right? It's going to delay your wish fulfillment. It's going to delay you from achieving your highest potential, especially if we've already found out, right, everything that they've done, right? Because they've been in their ego this whole time. Right? Getting in the way of other people's happiness because they can't fathom, right, to take care of themselves. They can't fathom, right, to sit back and go within and see all of the just weird things that they've done behind everyone's back, right? They've been ignoring their intuition, right? And everything that they do has been played out. But yeah. And that, right, has you with love on the brain now, right? It has you grieving, right, over someone that really showed you true, authentic love. It's dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic, right? It's making you think about that decision that you took, right, to go somewhere else where you thought there was all this money, right? But it was all fake. Right? That person that was always showing you, right, good vibes, positive vibes, and you know there was good chemistry there, and you went towards a stalker, someone who is stalking, right, stalking me, watching, obsessed, right? Getting screenshots, right? Getting evidence, proofs, facts, and that was all fake, right? Altering documents, right? Falsifying documents, falsifying court documents. Like, that is a federal crime. And these people should already have the notices already about everything that they've done, because they didn't think, also this card, right? They didn't think that they had left traces behind, right? They didn't think everything that they were doing, right? Cyberbullying, falsifying all these documents, committing crime, printing fake court papers and showing it to my friends, right, and just people around, lying about court cases and all this stuff was all fake. And they didn't think all that was going to catch up to them, because they're an obsessive lover. They're dangerous, toxic. See that flat? It literally landed right in my lip, man, because it doesn't want me to talk. They're possessive and they're karmic. But that is what I mean by the truth always comes out. They're literally, if you know them, if you know who I'm talking about, ask them. They should have already gotten the real notice from court, from the police, from the officials, right? Regardless of them hiring a fake lawyer, right, and falsifying all these documents and committing fraud. Now they got the real court notice. And they're carless. Right? Car issues, problems, right? And they want you to help them out with their car, but you should know better than to leave that situation alone, to get away from that karmic cycle, because all that causes sicknesses, causes disease, right? Not only physical, but mentally, right? And if they're threatening you, right? If they're intimidating you, if they're blackmailing you, right? Oh, if I go here, oh, if you go there towards that person, or if you talk to them, or if you whatever, right? I'm gonna do this, right? Let them do that, right? They're threatening you, right? Because they're bothered. And creating all these fake accounts, trying to look up my stories. Yes, I am peaceful, online and in real life, because of my gifts, because of what you guys were also trying to steal, which you guys couldn't. Same shit, different day. Even though they made all these promises about changing, right? They never really were changing. Right? Instead, they were lying in the background, right? When they were supposed to be focusing on this business idea that they had, right? Instead, they were doing all this thing online, and cyberbullying and fake accounts, right? And just everything but focusing on what they were supposed to be doing, which is why now, right, they should be looking back at their past actions. But it's too late, right? Because all that fraud that you committed, all of all those fake falsifying documents, right? The insurance policy, right? The falsifying court papers, the fake fraudulent marriage, along with everything else that you guys know, right? All that already catched up to you, and it's too late because you committed the fraud, and now, right, you have to pay for the consequences, right? And no one is above the law. And what are they doing now? Right? They're dodging bullets. Oh, no, I didn't say it like that. Oh, I didn't know this. I didn't know. But yet, when creating this whole smear campaign, right? And I was alone, right? You guys didn't have an issue with doing everything that you guys were doing, right? You guys were always fishing for comments. But that's what I didn't give you guys, right? I stayed focused on making my YouTube videos, on my music, on my craft, on my art. The whole time you guys moving in silence. and all this, right, with karmic friends. Can't fully trust them, tension all the time, and secret competition when no one was even in a competition, right? I'm focused on what I have to do. I'm focused on my north node. I'm focused, as you guys can see, on my life purpose. I'm busy enough doing what I'm doing with my music, with my art, with everything that I do, to be in competition with anybody. But you guys thought there was some type of competition, right? And it was secret because you didn't want your partner to know that you were in competition. You didn't want your partner to know that you were jealous, that you were bitter. You didn't want your partner to know that there was no, that you really were jealous on me for no reason, right? And like I've said this before, you were trying to make him think that he couldn't look, that he was just attracted to me, right? Because of my looks, but let me tell you, I am the full package, right? Not only am I confident in myself, right? And yeah, looks are extra, whatever, right? But not only do I have this face and this body, right? But I have this knowledge and wisdom, right? That you don't have, right? Because you can't go within, right? I'm also career oriented, right? I don't even think about looks like that, right? I'm just going through life focused on myself, focused on what I have to do. But the whole time you were making someone else feel guilty, right? For feeling what they felt towards me. But that's what karmic people do, right? Fake flexing the whole time. Talking shit the whole time. Always partying, right? Overindulging. But those are the life situations that we have to learn from, right? So we can shine at the end. Right? Once we learn from these karmic situations, right? And we figured out what lesson we had to learn, right? On how to make ourselves better and wiser, right? That's when we shine. Right? But yet our light also irritates the demons. Confirmation. That bird, a blue heron. Right? When you shine bright, right? When you're your true authentic self, it irritates these karmic people. I'm gonna get this one. So what do we do now that we know the truth? Just dust it off. Because now the people with real authority, right? Not falsified information, no. The real police, right? The real court, the real higher officials gave you that notice. Right? And you can't back up from it now. Because the damage has been done. Thank God, right? That it happened to me. Right? And I have this gifts and knowledge, right? To be able to overcome all of this. But also thank God that I am able to help everyone out now. Thank God that I am able to use my abilities, right? For the best, for the good of everyone. Because if you had those abilities, you would have just been doing damage to the world. But let's not talk about that because it didn't happen. But yeah, thank you guys so much for giving me a place here on my YouTube where I could be my true authentic self. That means a lot. I just couldn't be more grateful. Couldn't be more grateful because even in my darkest times, where I had no one to speak to, right? Because they turned everyone against me, right? I always knew that this day would come. Thank you guys. Have a good day.